Hello and welcome back, everybody, to episode 13 of the WyrdOnes Visalot campaign. We are excited to be back here playing with you guys tonight. We're carrying on with the Visalot, the fantasy campaign that we have going. Side note, we've got some merch from, if you guys Cliff. We got some merch from his girl, his boo thing, made us these shirts and sweaters and whatnot. Let us know if there's any interest in getting one too, and we'll see what we'll be able to cook up for you. With that, we last left off with the crew being in the Pixie's kingdom, under the mountain, or in the mountain of the Frost Peaks of Garul. So as we pick up with that, you'll notice we're missing two crew members tonight. We'll see if we can get one of them in here. We know another is busy with life, as everybody is, things are returning to normal. But with that, we last left off with Aurelius reaching into the cauldron next to the Pixie Queen, as she had been asking him to once again dip his hand into its waters. So, as you guys see Aurelius reaching his hand down into this cauldron, suddenly you see an energy, sort of purplish and like bluish energy start to rise up through the cauldron, kind of light stealing out of cracks around the cauldron as well, as you see it leak out and around through these cracks. Now, as it builds up, it kind of starts like the bottom of a bomb, basically, until it builds up more and more, shooting out and covering his arm until he starts being sucked into it. And as he's being sucked into it, you see Cinder grab, he's reaching in with his left arm. You see Cinder grab his right. And as he grabs his right, almost as soon as they make contact, they shoot through the cauldron.
Was that supposed to happen?
I'm not really sure.
What do you mean you're not sure?
I've never seen that happen before.
I'm gonna peer over Aurelius.
She looks over as well, and looks down into it. She looks down as well, and looks down into it, kind of like on the other side of you, and she says,
Now, I've heard of portals before, but never anything like this.
Well, can you bring them back?
I could, maybe. Let me try.
she sits there for a second, and she looks up, she looks around, sitting on her throne of the other pixies, and she says,
So I tried, and it doesn't look like I can do anything.
I look to Dixie, and I look back to her, and I look at the cauldron, and then I look back to Dixie.
Am I still shining?
Oh yeah, I forgot you were shining. I do not look at Dixie.
You are still shining.
Gaze upon me, Thu'ban.
I kind of just throw my hands up like, now what do we do?
Well, Thu'ban, it looks like it's just you and me.
I fall to I take a knee and I'm like, by the four, please. Please help me.
She looks at you guys and she says,
Um, I know this might not be super helpful, but I might know where this comes out at.
We need to find our friends. We need to get them back.
Right, of course, of course. Um, this this portal, it'll come out to a town that's a little bit away on the plains. Yeah. It'll get you to the plains, I think.
You think?
Well, I've been asleep for a long time, Thu'ban, so I can't quite remember everything.
What town is this that you speak of?
It's a town on the plains. If you go out from, it's called Board Town.
Board Town?
Yeah, Board Town, like the boars with the tusks.
Can you get us there?
No.
Can you help us get there?
I can get you out of the mountain.
How would we come back if we wanted to?
We don't want you back.
I'm
Actually,
too brilliant here.
As soon as you leave here, we're gonna make sure we're gonna move. We're just gonna relocate. I don't want to see you again.
I know how you feel.
And you specifically, Dixie, we really don't want to see you.
Hey, I think we're
Aurelius
talking to
leaving,
you,
he was
Thu'ban.
just lucky.
Yeah, Thu'ban, what did you do?
This is the queen we're talking to, right?
"This is the queen you're talking to."
Okay. Well, my queen, thank you for all your help. If you don't mind, if you could get us to the mountain and point us in the direction of Board Town, we will be on our way.
Do you want to go back to Frostbite?
We need to. There's a task we have yet to complete, but I'm not sure if just the two of us can do it alone.
Hmm.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying they can see you a mile away if there is any danger in there. As I'm kind of like I'm not looking directly at you. I kind of just like have my hand blocking my eyes.
Maybe they'll think I'm like the sun or something.
I can promise you, no one will think you're the sun.
My
This
queen,
is
if I could ask for one more favor, do you think you could help Dixie here? Not for Dixie, of course, but for me.
You want us to unsparkle?
Please.
I think by help he meant give me immense monetary gain.
You have to make him throw up. You gotta make him throw it up like a sick dog.
Did you hear that, Dixie?
I don't want to throw up.
If he doesn't throw up, it'll last for a whole day.
I'm gonna close my eyes and like walk towards him with my hand out, like reaching for his shoulder.
Get away.
And I'm gonna lightly put my hand on your shoulder and I'm gonna say, I would be lying if I say I take no pleasure in this, but this is more for your own good. And I'm gonna punch him as hard as I can in the stomach.
Okay. Roll for damage.
Oh,
Can I aim myself at Thu'ban?
Aim yourself at the ground.
If I do puke, it goes on him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let me bring up D&D Beyond. I know I was forgetting something. Collections. Thu'ban. Okay. So unarmed strike. Ooh. 26 to hit, 5 damage.
All right. Dixie, you take 5 bludgeoning damage from Thu'ban. How do you you're just punching him as hard as you can in the gut?
Yeah, because I have my right hand on his shoulder, and then using my left hand, I just like punch him.
Okay.
He's like reverse
Dixie,
Superman.
make me a Constitution saving throw. Has to beat an 18.
21.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my gosh.
Okay.
My eyes are closed, so I'm just like, did it work? I didn't hear anything. My queen,
He's still radiant.
I punch him again.
All right. Now roll again, but with disadvantage.
Am I rolling to hit or just damage?
Just damage. He's
Okay, well,
Alright.
damage is always a flat 5, I guess.
Yeah.
That's all it
Since
has.
since I had extra time between the second punch, can I aim directly at his face that he's
yes.
covering?
Yes, you may. And you can also remember you can always choose to fail a saving throw as well.
Hmm.
I
You
wanted
can't
stay
just choose to
little.
pass one, but you can choose to fail a saving throw.
But I wanted to stay shiny.
It was a detriment to the both of us.
What'd you get?
To the both of us.
He rolled a 5
8 total.
or 8. I mean, I forgot how to bring up the thing. There it is.
Scroll down. There we go. I remember to do that. You got an 8? Okay. Yeah, you throw up all over Thu'ban. Just Thu'ban, as you punch him, you hear a and then as you start feeling it slopping onto your face and like down your chin.
I sit there for a second, just like with my hand on his shoulder.
Hold on, I'm not done.
Oh, actually,
And then
there's no way he would be able to throw up on your face. He's too short.
If it's projectile,
I'm kneeling
can I
down.
punch?
You're
I'm kneeling
kneeling.
down.
That's right.
Yeah, because I have to kneel to punch him.
That's right.
So yeah, if he projectile vomited, it could hit my face.
Yep.
So my hand on your shoulder tightens, and then with my other hand, I put it on your waist and I pick you up, and then I like I try to like clean my
You're
face.
just smearing it on both of us.
I try to use your clothes to like get it off of my face. I put you down, and I try and get it out of my eyes, and I turn to the queen, and I say, "Queen, do you have anywhere I could bathe?"
There's a cauldron right there.
Don't bathe in the cauldron. Yes. See Dolas for help. He'll guide you to a shower.
Thank you, my queen.
You're welcome, Thu'ban. Thank you for stopping this menace.
I don't think there is no stopping him, my queen, but I'll try my best.
Okay, so she points her finger. You see Dovas or Dovat that you had seen previously. The kind of sassier pixie. Adam's camera is frozen. But you see him kind of come up to you as he
So, you got a little problem?
Yes, we need to bathe, as you can see.
Yeah. Yeah, you look pretty. You smell gross too. Here, follow me. Follow me. Follow me.
That was all the stew I ate earlier.
Duh.
As he like his little wings flutter, he leads you back down through the hallway. And as he goes down, you remember on the right there had been no openings, and on the left there was the opening. Well, now on your right, there was the opening that led to the big pool. As he sparkles, as he flies down the hallway, a door kind of opens up. Um, to his left, to your left, as he said,
This is our sacred pool. You can bathe in it.
Thank you.
But don't do anything weird in it.
I wouldn't do anything weird.
Please, I'm begging you, don't do anything weird in it. Alright? I know you're kind.
I look towards Dixie when he says that.
Cross my heart.
You stay outside.
I need to bathe too.
No, you don't get to bathe. You don't get to bathe. Only Thu'ban gets to bathe in this.
Can I see the pool?
you can't see the pool. The pool looks like a sink. It's about as big as a sink as well, like a sink in your bathroom. Um, there really doesn't appear to be anything actually that special about the pool itself. Um, as it just looks like water in a sink with like leaves around it, and that's all. That's it.
Okay. I do my best to splash the water on my face and on my arm or anywhere else there's puke and try to get it off.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a break for it and sprint towards the pool and jump into it.
Okay, Dixie, make me an acrobatics check.
20.
Oh my gosh, this man's rolls insane.
As you are running, as you're making a break for it, like a dozen pixies shoot up from the ground and are trying to grab your feet to like stop you from making it. But you manage to dodge all the way up to the freaking basin of the pool. And yeah, they you make it. What are you doing?
I'm just flopping around in the pool because I'm probably small enough to fit most of my body in it.
Okay, so as you splash into the pool, it's really about like your upper half is able to kind of splash into it as you're just standing there bent over splashing into it. Thuban is like just standing over you as or like still kind of towering over you as he's kneeling and sees you like splashing in this thing like a child.
They said not to do anything weird.
Well,
See, now you're gone and fucked it up. You know, we were trying to help you. We were doing our best. We were gonna do everything we could to get you back to your friends. But now you fucked up.
Please let me handle this. As I'm saying that, I grab Dixie by his shirt and I'm dunking him quickly into the water, like up and out.
No, you've
Actually, make me a persuasion check.
Yes. I don't do
So
enough of
since his
those.
hands on me, can I be like guidance?
You can.
Persuasion. There it is. Ooh, I got a +5 in persuasion. 14.
Yeah, and add a D4 to that.
Oh yeah.
You got a 14.
Plus a D4, which is a 3, so 17.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Alright. You take care of him. Because I'm telling you right now, Thu'ban, if he messes up one more time, we got a little something we're gonna release on you. You understand?
I understand. Thank you for your hospitality. I'll take care of him as I'm just.
You won't like it. I'm telling you right now, Thu'ban, you are not gonna like what we have in store for you.
Don't worry about it. As I lift him up and I'm holding him by like the back of his collar in front of the pixie, I'll
Okay.
make sure he acts fine now.
How's it hanging?
I drop him as he says that.
All right. So he flutters away, leaving you two in there. The dozen pixies who popped out of the floor are still standing there, with like little leaves that they have like wrapped over their shoulders like their weapons. Imagine like guards at a prison or whatever. They just have like these little leaves that they've got prepared over their shoulders.
I'm gonna bend down and whisper to Dixie, "Are you trying to get us killed? Or worse, I don't know what these pixies will do to us."
They're just pixies. What's the worst they can do?
Please just
look how small they are.
please just keep your mouth shut. Excuse me, could you help us get to the mountain, the base of the mountain, so we may leave?
Preferably on the side with Boartown.
Dixie,
Yes.
make me an intelligence saving throw. No, actually. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Is this a frighten?
No, it is not.
10.
A 10?
I die.
Yes. I mean, no. Dixie.
Dixie, you are polymorphed. As you stand there, as you're being held up by the scruff, you feel suddenly your eyesight starts to shift into grayscale. Your nose starts sprouting out. Your sense of smell increases, and your sense of hearing increases as well. As Thu'ban, you're watching this, you see suddenly fur start to puff up from his body. And as you see this happening, you see his legs shoot up more and more into his body as a tail sprouts out. As Dixie is turned into a wiener dog.
Is it like a longer-haired wiener dog?
It is like a longer-haired wiener dog.
That's me for now. I'm gonna pop my paws up on Thu'ban.
So do I know that he was polymorphed, or
I mean,
did I
you're
just
holding
see
him. No, you don't know that he polymorphed. You
Okay, so
Yeah.
to me, it just looks like he shapeshifted like he did before.
Yeah, it looks like, he's a druid doing his thing.
Dixie, what are you doing? Why are you a dog? To be honest, I prefer you this way. Come on. And I'm gonna walk towards the guards so they can get us where we need to go. Well, not guards, the pixies.
So, for you, Dixie, what you need to know is that your game statistics, including mental ability scores, are replaced by the statistics of the chosen beast, except you retain your alignment and personality. So
My
your intelligence,
personality, huh?
wisdom, like all of your, all of your stuff is that of a dog,
Oh my god, he's gonna be the worst dog ever.
except you still have the same personality and the same alignment that you have.
Can I try to wriggle free from Thu'ban?
Yeah, absolutely. So you might want to look up the stats of a dog as well on D&D Beyond.
Yeah. Not a mastiff, right? Mastiff?
No, not a mastiff. Should be a. ¿Dónde?
The dog is so
Yeah.
cute.
They really don't have dogs. Yeah. Take the stuff for mastiff. That's fine.
Okay.
Except your speed is. Except your speed is 20 feet instead of 40.
That makes sense.
Wiener dogs they can't run.
What'd you say to me, pal?
So you're polymorphed. You don't know how long it'll last. I mean, Thu'ban, you don't know how long it lasts. Dixie, you are a dog, so feel free to roleplay that as however dog-like you feel.
As we're walking,
bite his hand.
yeah, as we're walking, I'm just muttering. I'm like, first Miro and Willow, Aurelius, Cinder, and now I'm stuck with like just look down. I look at him for a second, and then I kind of like scratch his head.
I'm gonna like fold my ears back and start peeing on him.
I'm gonna
All right.
drop him.
Okay, so as you guys are doing this, Dovas comes back up.
Oh, who did that?
What do you mean? I mean, he's done this before. He shifts into animals.
Oh,
My dog's
okay.
so confused.
Oh, that's great. Sorry.
Your dog actually looking at you, turning his head like, "What?"
Yeah.
Yeah, we're sitting here playing D&D, and he's like, "Why are you talking about astrophysics?" Like, all right.
Oh, yeah, of course. So you guys were giving you passage back to Frostbite, right?
Well, how far is Town from Frostbite?
Boartown's pretty. It's not super far. It's about a day's journey, a day and a half. We can put you down at the bottom of the mountain.
How close would we be to Frostbite from the bottom of the mountain?
Wow. You traveled up to Frostbite, so you know that it would take about 2 days. And it's rough terrain. It's pretty challenging to get back up. Well, it did just. It is not snowing anymore. So there's no more blizzard. So I guess it would be a little bit easier, wouldn't it?
I would hope so.
So how how hardy are you? How long do you think it would take you?
Well, I don't think it would take me long, but I kind of look down to the dog.
I'll look
Right,
Pixie in.
yeah. It's a weird choice to transform into a dog right here, but I'm not upset about it.
Dixie is a strange, strange being.
Yeah.
I'll try to lick Thu'ban's face.
I'm not really sure what to do. We were asked by a friend to investigate something in Frostbite, but we also need to find the others.
What do you have to investigate in Frostbite?
There's a tower that was supposed to be abandoned and unused for years, but apparently some say they've seen a light.
The warding tower?
Do you know of this tower?
What do you know of this tower?
Just what I've told you.
The warding tower is supposed to stop, or it's supposed to help prevent against strong magics in Frostbite. Well, on the Frost Peaks.
So, does the light have something to do with that?
The light, the red light? The red light means the seal is broken.
Well, I look down at Dixie. You have anything to say?
But you stopped the gnolls, right?
The what?
The gnolls?
The Knolls, yes. Yes, my party and I did.
So the warding for Frostbite was against the gnolls. But the
That's
light's on.
Could it be anything else?
I don't know. I've been asleep for 300 years.
I've
No, he's just like my hand. That's what I'm doing to you.
I just like rest my hand on your head. As much as I would like to find Cinder and Aurelius, I made a promise, and they can take care of themselves. The next place we can head to is Board Town, but if you wouldn't mind sending us back to Frostbite so I could keep my promise. I need to investigate this tower.
Back to Frostbite?
Yes, please.
Back to Frostbite. Walk out from this sacred area here. Leave the hallway. Go back to where you've been. Past the hills. And wait there.
Do we have to do the pedal flying thing again?
Just do what I say.
Very well. Thank you.
And Thu'ban,
Yes.
may the four bless you.
And the four bless you.
All right, and he flutters out and away.
I followed the path that the directions that he gave us.
Okay, as you walk, you see the dozens, hundreds. You're kind of finally getting there. I wouldn't say finally, but you're really getting the scale of this like Pixie Kingdom. Sorry, let me move this here. you're really getting the scale of the Pixie Kingdom, under or in the mountain as you're walking. As you see, these pixies are starting to actually literally build a kingdom with themselves as you go. And it is miniature, as you walk out of the castle, you're able to stand up. But you see that the kingdom itself is starting to build like towns. And it's largely built from the pixies themselves, who are working together to create, buildings and all that kind of stuff. As they build it, you see the town itself, while in size to you, as you're able to, the castle opens up and you're able to step out and actually stand up once again inside the mountain. To you, it looks kind of like in real life how you would imagine a like a toy set, but
Okay.
like long and expanding. But to them, it's as big as Gritha, or as Grithenberg, I should say.
Wa-
Go ahead.
Watching them do their thing, I look towards Dixie and I say, Cinder would have loved to seen this. He definitely would have been taking notes in his book.
I'll keep trying to lick his face.
As you guys leave out of the kingdom, suddenly you hear like helicopter blades coming towards you.
I look up.
I'm so sorry. We polymorphed him because we were tired of listening to him.
Oh, so you did this?
We did. I'm sorry. I'm gonna drop it. I'm dropping. You won't need him as a dog for the rest of your adventure. I added extra difficulty for no reason.
As much as I prefer him to be in this form, I agree he wouldn't be
Well,
able
if
to help me.
you want him to stay in this form, we can keep him in this form.
No. I need him and his magic. But thank you.
Alas, Dulu.
As I'm like mid look, I transform back and I'm like,
I drop him.
I feel so strange, Thu'ban.
And the queen
Where am I?
flutters back into her castle.
I lost you there for a second, but I'm glad to have you back. You ready to go?
I guess. I don't think I finished bathing though. But where'd the bath go?
Don't worry about that. We're on the way back to Frostbite. I need your help investigating a tower. And after that, we need to head to Board Town and try to find Cinder and Aurelius.
I'll be honest, I'm not really too fond of that place, but I suppose I can come along with.
Thank you. We need each other. Right now, it's all we have. I have no idea where Aurelius and Cinder may be in Board Town. I've never been there myself.
Would you call us friends, Thu'ban?
Acquaintances. I much prefer you in your dog form.
What dog form?
Come along. Just walk.
Just kidding.
Okay, so as you guys walk back to the section that he had, the Dovas had mentioned, as you reach it, you kind of find the point. You wait for what feels like I'd say about an hour. What are you guys doing in that hour?
I'm kind of just watching the fairies do their thing. Say some quick prayers for Aurelius and Cinder and Miro and Willow.
Okay, so as you're watching this, you see tons of these pixies coming together, um, and slowly but surely, after an hour, you see what appears to be something like a ship form, like a like like a pirate ship form out of these pixies.
The Pixie Pirates.
I've never seen anything like this before.
As the hour concludes, the ship is completed, and the queen comes to you.
Go on board.
Yes, my queen. I kind of give Dixie a look like, please don't do anything stupid.
I bet if I got enough halflings together, we could do something like this.
I highly doubt it. All right, Dixie, get on the fucking ship.
Do I just step on them?
I shake my head and
The ship is made of pixies, right?
Get on the ship, Dixie. And never even dream of coming back here.
I'll call you.
I don't know what you think you'll call me. Get on the ship.
I'll walk on the ship.
As you get on the ship, the as you you get on the ship. Thu'ban, are you hopping on the ship as he goes, or are you like taking it all in? What are you doing?
I'm going onto the ship.
Okay. So you hop onto the ship as well. Uh, from underneath that same, I say the colors every time, but the same colors, the energy kind of starts building up from underneath and starts raising you up. You see kind of very light, I would say, opacity type colors, um, like a breeze, start moving through the ship as you're standing there, as it starts sliding forward towards the side of the mountain. The mountain, which obviously is rock solid, and has the uh, it's like darker as you're moving towards it. You see the light kind of shining out around. Um, as you go, you see Dobats standing at what appears to be like the helm of the ship, kind of on the back on like a steering wheel almost. You see like a little small flower kind of sticking out of his head, like to the side, as he says,
Everyone get ready. We're headed for frostbite.
I kind of have we started moving yet?
"Yeah, you've started to move.
Okay, so we're just flying through the air.
Yeah, you're starting to move. It's moving. It's not moving super fast. Um, it's definitely not moving as fast as when you guys had grabbed onto the pixies before, to come into the mountain.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of like brace myself and like look around and then slowly walk towards like the edge of the ship and just look over.
Because you look over, you see. I mean, you see like probably about 3 dozen pixies looking up at you guys, waving as you're leaving out of the mountain.
Thu'ban, I think she's really gonna miss me.
I highly doubt that, Dixie. But this is amazing. Do you see this? We're flying on a ship, a flying ship.
That's made of pixie bodies.
Again, I said it earlier, but Cinder would have loved to seen this.
Oh, do you have a piece of paper, or perhaps?
That's a good question.
Oh, actually, can I grab like a wood chunk out of my bag and then try to to the best of my ability, carve how this ship looks?
Yeah, go ahead. Make me a. So you're doing this as you're going. You're trying to carve it. Make me a. I'm gonna say survival. Survival check. And then if depending how much you don't get done now, you could get done later, like during downtime.
Okay. I've slapped myself real quick. Guidance. No.
What'd you get?
7.
Ooh. Okay.
It's kind of shaky up here, Thu'ban.
I'm kind of as he says this, I kind of look at him. I'm like, what is that supposed to be?
It's a piece of bread.
I kind of just look at him and I'm like, shake my head and I look back like out to like the sky and everything below and everything we can see. I'm just kind of like scanning.
I mean, you're inside the mountains, so it's kind of hard to really see
So
very
that
much.
There's a lot of rocks.
But as you're doing so, you see that. You see that the mountain, as you're approaching it, it's moving slowly, like I said, like a ship in the water, basically, until suddenly you hear.
Oh god, they're making noises.
And then it shoots suddenly at rapid speed through the mountain. As you approach, you feel suddenly that you're not able to hold on, like you're not able to stand properly as it starts building up this speed, shooting towards the side of the mountain.
I fall on my butt as I'm just like holding on to the this side with like my head down.
And as it's going, you hear Dova.
Awesome. Get the wind under the. Grab the sails! We've got to make sure that we've got everything taken care of. We've got special cargo that's supposed to save the world.
As it shoots through the mountain, and as you push towards the mountain opens up in a ring around, like a massive ring around the ship, and it shoots out, and you see Frostbite in the distance. You see the warding tower that you had just mentioned. You had been talking to Dovas about in the distance.
I stand up. We're going slow now? We slow down?
You guys are still going fast.
Oh no, okay. I'm keeping my head down.
I'm holding onto your ankle.
As you guys as it continues to go, you guys shoot forward about 150 feet until it suddenly stops and starts going slower.
Is it over?
I don't want to look.
I slowly like bring my head up and kind of like look around.
Okay. As you look around, you are kind of in between the frost beaks of Garul. Um, and as you look, you see below you, about 300 feet, the actual bottom of the mountain range, along with the frozen river of Garul kind of moving through. Um, although all of this now is not frozen. Um, In fact, the only thing that sees any type of snow or ice or, frozenness are the actual peaks, like the actual tops, the summits of the mountains themselves. As you see, uh, the river flowing rather nicely actually through this mountain range. To your left, you see wide open terrain for quite a few miles. To your out to your left, and to your right, uh your right, you see even more of the mountain range itself that leads out to what appears to be a large body of water.
I think they should rename this town.
Was it? Did it look anything like this before you were frozen?
No, it was all ice. That's kind of why I went here in the first place.
This is amazing, beautiful.
I mean, Thu'ban. The landscapes around us, you don't have to keep looking at me.
You know, I could throw you over the ship.
No, please don't.
I
How close are we?
Um, as you guys are moving through this space, it appears that you'll get there in about a minute.
I much prefer this speed than how things were earlier. I'm kind of like I'm standing up now, but my knees are kind of shaking a little bit. Like I'm still nervous.
Yeah, I think that's the fastest I've ever been with, kind of like pick up one of my like little legs.
Well, I didn't get to talk to you about it earlier, but do you think we're making the right decision by coming to Frostbite first and investigating the tower before going to Boartown?
I don't ever remember making that decision or the conversation about that.
Right.
But I mean, this is where the you wanted to see the tower, right?
Well, I told Non I would investigate it for her. I mean, she's done so much for us.
Well, if you think it's the right thing to do, then I think it's the right thing to do. There's no time to second guess yourself.
I just hope Cinder and Aurelius are okay.
Knowing them, I think they're fine. Aurelius, not so much, but if he's with Cinder, he'll be fine.
It's more Cinder that I'm worried about because Aurelius sure does get people into trouble, much like you.
Out of the two of us, I think I'm the mature one. So,
No.
but
Aurelius doesn't know what he's doing half the time. You purposely get us into trouble.
it's kind of fun.
So getting turned into a dog was fun.
I don't remember it, so I'm still alive.
I still prefer you as a dog.
I'll shapeshift into a dog.
Okay. What kind of dog do you shape shift into?
I think Dixie would try to compensate. It's probably like a Newfoundland, like one of those big bulky
Oh wow.
dogs.
Okay.
Roof.
Okay,
I
so you shape.
pet you on
Go ahead.
I just say I pet you on the head.
As you pet him on the head, the ship stops and drops down over frostbite.
I think I'm too fat. We're falling fast.
Well, I think this is our stop. Are we it stopped or are we just like over frostbite?
Yeah,
We're
you're
falling.
over frostbite, and it's like you're over frostbite, and it's starting to move
Like,
down.
go down? Okay. I'm gonna go to I forget his name. It starts with a D.
Davos.
Uh, Davis. I'm gonna say thank you for your help. Your ship is amazing.
Yeah, we did our best.
I hope to work with you all again. Maybe visit the mountain when you all have had more time to build.
Thu'ban, I'll tell you, if you ever come back to the mountain, you're gonna see the most amazing kingdom of your entire life.
I lean in. I'm like, I won't bring him next time.
I'll find my way back. Nothing can keep me away from the queen.
Oh, Jesus.
So how do we get down?
As you ask that question, the ship itself lowers down until it touches the ground of Frostbite's Frostbite's right. So you're basically in front of the inn.
Is it? Can we just jump right off? Like, is this a huge
Yeah.
ship or?
Yeah. It's not super huge. Like it's
Oh,
not the
okay.
size of a pirate ship. I should have explained that better. It's about yeah, it's not super huge. To Dixie even, it's not like massive.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give him a bow and then walk over to the side and jump over.
Okay.
I'll also hop over.
Okay. Um so as you guys drop down, you see the ship, you hear the ship start as the ship breaks apart. And you see however many pixies suddenly start flying back towards the mountain.
I'm gonna wave by. You ready to investigate this tower?
Roof.
I'll take that as a yes.
I'll like kind of like scoop my butt at him. Like get on.
I'm gonna start heading towards the tower.
Okay. So as you head towards the tower, you are left pretty much unaffected. Nobody is coming out right now. It is about. I need to get a counter, man. As you head towards this tower, you see that the the sun is up. Is feeling pretty like you have pretty decent light as you move towards it. Um, and yeah, because you guys went to the mountain in the morning. You guys had woken up to it.
Mm-hmm.
So right now it's about noon ish. As you'd spent a little bit of time with the pixies and then an hour waiting for the pixies to build the ship itself. So it's about 11, 12. Um, as you walk towards the mountain, you see the mountain is about 100, I'd say it's about 2 miles away. So as you start walking off towards it, you see a path. It's a small path past the commodities shop that you had seen. Um, well, I guess Cinder had seen before, because I don't think any of you guys else had gone to it. Um, but it's a very small path that goes up the mountain to the left, leading towards the tower itself.
I'm gonna just follow the path.
Okay. As you follow the path, you as you follow the path, it starts to kind of like spiral around, leading you towards that direction. You overhead, you hear about halfway towards the tower. You start to hear some noises that you have not heard before. It sounds like the mixture of like a turkey's call and a lion's roar.
Do you hear that?
Yeah,
Do
I
you,
hear it.
you know what that is?
Do I know what it is?
Make me a nature check.
I don't know if I would know what that is.
No.
What'd you get?
I
5. Yeah, you have no clue what the hell that is.
probably some weird turkey.
Well, let's see for ourselves. I'm gonna continue forward.
Okay.
Can I keep trying to sniff and use my hound scent
Oh
to
yeah, you're a
see if
dog right now. Um, actually, as a mastiff, what's your check that?
So you were talking to,
I keep my mental scores, but I can hear better and I can smell better.
Right.
and you were talking to me or telepathically, right?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. That's the only way I can talk to you.
Yeah, which by the way, for anybody that's, like, hey, how can you do that? Because that's not in the rules, that's a homebrew thing. I think it's super boring to not be able to do that. So as as you continue up, you're constantly smelling. You hear this mixture once again. The mountain uh the mountain path itself starts to get kind of difficult as rocks and different debris kind of are filling your path. Till you see the mountain clear, and it's a black tower. Like the stone around it is black as it goes up in the air. It's about 50 feet tall, and at the top of the 50 feet, you see um, like glass, like a window almost that kind of fills around it, and an opening, and um, an opening that has kind of a shoot, what's the word? Like an extra thing that leads out. Like people could stand on it and look down at you. Kind of like
Balcony?
it's like a lighthouse basically.
This sound, is it coming from inside of the lighthouse?
It is not.
Hmm.
Do I hear it? Do I hear or smell a direction of this thing?
Make me a perception check.
25.
Wow. Yes, you do smell. Actually, no. I'd say you hear a direction. Um, the sound itself sounds like it is coming from your right. So I'd say like your northeast, basically from the direction that you're moving. It also sounds like you are hearing the echoes that are coming from the mountain range itself. So it's kind of hard to locate the origin itself. But you know that it's not super close, and the sound is being carried through the mountains.
Eh, I think we're okay. It's pretty far away. Like while I'm doing like the pointing thing that dogs do when they're like on one leg.
I trust your judgment. As I walk towards the tower, is there a door?
There is a door. Yes. The door is just a wooden door with a small like metal latch.
Is it locked? I'm gonna like push on the door lightly.
Uh, it is you push on the door lightly and it doesn't really move.
Okay. Does there appear to be any way to open it, like other than just pushing?
I mean, there's a like a latch on it. There's like a door handle.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna, whether it's push or pull, I'm gonna try it.
It loosens. You hear it.
All right, I'm gonna try to open the door.
Okay. As you pull back, the door opens. Um, Inside of the tower, you immediately see a bunch of like alchemical type stuff, as well as scrolls, like scrolls that go from the top of the first floor that come down to the floor and then kind of move out across, and they kind of crisscross against each other on the floor.
Hmm. This is how I imagine Cinder's room would be.
Yeah, I he's a little special. He likes books a lot.
You know, you're special too.
Oh, thanks. We're all special together. That's that's why we're on this quest.
I shake my head, but I kind of got like a little smirk, and then I'm gonna walk in and kind of just like look around,
Okay.
see if I see anything else besides the that stands out besides the scrolls and the books and the chemicals and stuff.
So in front of you and to your right, there are a set of stairs that kind of spiral up further. Um, and as you inspect, you see wooden cases that are also filled with scrolls. And as you are looking at these like wooden cases, kind of like bookshelves, basically, you see a couple potions. You see 5 potions sitting on one of the bookshelves.
Hmm. I'm gonna walk over to the potion, one of the potions, and kind of like pick it up and look at it.
Inside is inside the one that you're looking at. There is kind of a bluish liquid.
Have I seen a potion like this before? Does it look familiar?
I would say that it does not look familiar. No,
All right, I'm gonna put it back down. How do the other potions look? Do they look the same as that one?
they do not. So one is blue, one is green, one is red. One is like a deep, deep violet, and then one is green, and then the very last one is like black.
I think you should drink the black one.
You go ahead. Be my guest. Have you ever seen potions like this?
No.
I don't think either one of us should be drinking anything we don't know about. As I step away from the potions.
Or you like store them for later.
Well, that depends. Who made these potions? Do they have ill intentions, or do they plan on helping the town?
I think that's for us not to worry about right now and for Cinder to find out later.
Can you hear or smell anything in here?
Do I?
We don't.
I mean, yeah, you can smell stuff in here. What explicitly are you trying to smell or hear?
Anything more natural? Like creatures, not chemicals.
Creatures, not chemicals. Okay, make me a perception check for smelling.
That was already a 25. Let's. Yeah, 25.
Okay. All right. So you smell uh basically a culmination of different smells, a different sense of like rabbit's blood, um deer skin, deer meat, wolf skin, wolf meat, wolf pelt, wolf's bane, various plants. You kind of catch the scent of various alchemical elements that are all kind of coming together to you in your olfactory senses from above you, but not on this level.
There's more chemicals above us with like meats of animals and blood.
Hmm.
And then you got a 25, so you smell something else, but you're not sure what the smell is.
I smell something else, but I'm not sure what it is.
Well, lead the way then.
I do like the little like prance thing that dogs do up the staircase.
I'm gonna follow him.
All right, you prance up the second level. Make me another perception check.
19.
Both of you, actually.
Perception. 10.
All right. You hear. This damn. Why can't I get this concoction right?
I'll stop and then like point in the direction that I hear the voice coming from. My tail's gonna shoot up.
And only Dixie hears it, by the way. Should have said that.
Okay, I'm gonna look in the direction that he's facing. Do I see anything?
You do not. You only see stairs that lead up to a third
There's
level.
there's someone there.
Do you sense danger?
No, I don't know. Do I sense danger?
Roll inside.
13.
You're not sure.
I don't know, but he's making some sort of potion. He's probably this potion maker.
All right, we don't know whether this mystery person is a threat or not, so let us proceed with caution. If it does not need to lead to battle, I would prefer not to have to shed any blood.
Do you want to go stealthily?
I kind of frown, and my armor isn't very stealthy. But
Not
if
with
you
that
want,
attitude, and I'll shapeshift back, and I'll be like, I'll tap him on the shoulder, pass without a trace.
I kind of wiggle my armor around, and I don't really hear anything. I'm just like, you are quite the spellcaster.
You learn a thing or two. Sometimes you don't even need the gods.
I kind of just shove past them and I walk forward. I'm gonna sneak up the stairs.
Okay. Make me a stealth check.
So does that mean I have a advantage on it, or do I
You
just
had
like
plus 10.
+10? That's
+10.
Yeah.
all right, but I have disadvantage because of my armor. So I rolled a 3. 3 plus 10 is 13. Damn, even with past trees.
That
Boy.
hurts.
Boy. Killing me.
That's right.
Can I argue advantage because we know where the thing we're stealthing against is?
Mm, I don't think so.
Said
So, you got a...
17 and 13.
Oh, no. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, so one of you got a 3, and the
But
other got...
+10.
So
So
13, and then what did you get, Dixie? A 7?
17, yeah. 17
Yeah.
total.
So... You walk up the stairs, and as you walk up the stairs, you walk into what appears to be a lab. So while the first floor had been a bunch of potions, a bunch of various different things, this floor appears to be like the actual like mixture kind of section.
mm,
So there are various bits and baubles all around, um, and you see like meat, various things that have been bleeding. Kind of imagine like a cold room, like a freezer room for a butchery or something, where there are pigs kind of hanging down or whatever. But there's lots of different animals that are kind of hanging around, and underneath their bodies, their like skinned bodies, are bottles.
hmm. What do you make of this?
It has quite the range of ingredients that he uses. I don't exactly approve of it.
We would really need Cinder. He would be missing. Let us continue forward.
We could also put a stop to whoever's doing that.
We still don't have enough information yet. It could be an asset to the town.
All right. Well, we can continue. There's no way we're getting caught with my spell going.
I look at my armor again. I hope so. Yeah, I'm gonna continue stealthing.
Okay. So you go upstairs. You guys are going upstairs?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
As you go upstairs, at the very top of the stairs, you walk a couple feet. You see Lord Fergast
Oh my god.
standing at the top of the stairs.
Can he see us?
Yeah. I thought I heard someone inside my tower.
You! As I stand up and I draw my blade and my shield.
Hold your blade!
That's what he's
Why should
doing.
why should I do that? The last time I saw you, you tried to have us killed.
The last time you saw me, you had a wizard at your side who tried to kill me.
You invited us, then attacked us in your own manner.
I did not attack you.
You had your lackey do it.
I did not attack you.
Then explain yourself.
Fine. I've been calling for heroes of the realm among monster hunters. Look out. Look out. Come here. Come closer.
I'll walk towards him slowly, but I still have like my sword and blade at the ready.
Every step you take, he takes a step back. Not like he's afraid, but like he's like, all right, yeah, come on, come on. Like you're about to fight somebody, he's like, hey, come on, come upstairs.
Okay.
Look out among frostbite.
I'll slowly turn my head and then look to the direction he's talking about.
What do you see?
What do I see?
You see frostbite, the town itself, among a mountain range.
I see frostbite no longer frozen and covered in snow and blizzard.
Right. How long do you think a mountain range town could survive with creatures of old showing up and then being hungry, being confused, being angry?
That still doesn't explain why you had us attacked.
No, but it explains why I had you come here, correct?
Yes, we came here, we destroyed the gnolls, and it turns out
The gnolls were nothing. Dragons. Various creatures. Manticores, griffins. All of these creatures are returning. You've seen it.
the white dragon was no threat.
Are
She
you
was the one
sure?
that she was the one that entrusted us with the quest to gather the shards and protect Vizalot.
I don't know what those are. But I do know this. I care about one person, and that's myself.
I'm not surprised.
But look, if I don't take care of the people of Frostbite, then who takes care of me?
The people of Frostbite don't need a lord to rule over them like you.
Are you sure? Who brings them wolf meat? Who provides them jobs?
Look at the town now. You see how different it is. That was not your doing.
He takes another 3 steps back.
I'm gonna walk forward towards him. The lackey you had, do you have any idea who he was? Who he worked for?
Oh, pray do tell.
Do you know Grizar?
No.
Is he lying?
Roll me an
That's a
insight
good
check.
question. That's a good question.
21.
Ooh. You said Grizzar. I assume you meant Gizar.
Yeah, Grizar. 19.
He seems confused, but also, yes, he seems to be, I don't know, like, he's holding something back.
Tell me everything you know.
Or else what? You'll kill me, and then you'll lose all the knowledge you wish to know.
You can tell me now, or I can take you to Frostbite, and your villagers, your subjects, who you rule so poorly and treat so poorly, can deal with you however they please.
You think I don't have monumental pool within the Frostbite community?
Not
That you
anymore.
could bring me back down and they would join your side? There is no chance.
You left them to die, to be destroyed by an Anole invasion. It was my friends and I that rescued them.
So you think what? That you rescued them one time and that their loyalty is suddenly to you?
They are not as foolish as you believe them to be. They're smarter than you think.
Hardly. Up in the mountains, there is hardly an education to be gained beyond survival. Survival of the strongest.
I'm gonna rush him and shield bash him.
All right. Make me an attack.
Uh, do I just roll a flat d20 and then add my
Yeah, add your plus
modifier?
2 to that.
+2? I just rolled a
Unrelated to that. Yeah, that's fine.
okay. That was a strength saving throw. I don't know if that was what I was supposed to roll.
No. So make me an athletics check.
Athletics. That's what we. Yeah, that's what we do. Sorry, it's been a minute. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
fine.
+7. That's way better. 13. I'm rolling
Okay.
so low.
And what are you trying to do?
Just shield bash him, knock him down, or knock him into the wall or something.
He gets a 10. He fails. You
Okay.
shield bash me. Smacks into a wall. Says, "What do you think you're doing here?"
I'm gonna take the shield and put it to his neck and like press on it to where it's he can still talk, but it's gonna like it hurts
Okay.
and he can't fully breathe, like not 100%.
I can't breathe.
Tell me everything you know of Gazar now.
Gazar?
I press the shield harder on his throat.
The legendary general.
You
From
know who I'm
Gritha.
talking. Yes.
Fine. Move the shield back.
Speak, and I may.
He hunts down the rest of the dragonborn scum.
Where is he?
I don't know. I've never known.
Do you know of anyone else who associates with him, where I can find them?
I did not even know that my own retainer associated with him.
What type of lord are you? You think you're so much better than the villagers and you claim to be a survivalist, but you don't even know who you hire. You don't know who you keep among you.
I knew he had skills, and that's all I require.
What do you have planned for Frostbite?
Survival.
What is it you're doing here in this tower?
Can't tell you.
I'm gonna press the shield harder.
Okay. Make me an intimidation check.
Can I slap him with the guy? Like, yeah.
Get him.
No, fuck your guidance.
18.
Okay. Says warding. Warding. I'm trying. I want Frostbite to survive. I love someone within her walls.
Who?
Don't ask.
I'm gonna press the shield so hard he can't like breathe, and I'm gonna hold it for a couple seconds, and then I'll press off.
Dallas. Dallas. Dalla.
This name sounds familiar? Do I know who this is?
She is the uh she is one of she's the mother of the two children. The single mother of the two children that have been running around like a ton.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. So you would do all this for her, not for the sake of the whole town?
I would do anything for her. I would forsake my soul if it meant she and her children live.
I'll take the shield off his throat. The potions, the skin animals. Does this all have to do with the warding process?
Let me show you.
Very well. But if you choose to betray us again, I won't hesitate to cut you down this time.
Let me show you. He
I'll take a
walks.
step back.
Okay. He walks forward towards you. Dixie, are you still on the stairs or are you like on the plateau? Like the floor?
I'm still on the stairs. I'm just watching from just.
Okay, so this dude, this like kind of bigger dude, I'd say he's about I wouldn't say bigger dude. He's about 5'10", 5'11", is walking towards you. While you're on the stairs after hearing this whole conversation, what are you doing?
Cautiously let him approach.
Will you move?
Can you not step around the 3-foot halfling?
Move, halfling.
Well, now I don't want to.
He like kind of pushes himself around the side of you. Says, "Fucking halflings."
Do I see this guy?
Yeah, I mean this is I assume you're watching him as he walks past you and starts going down the stairs.
Oh, that was Lord Fergus. Okay, I thought this was another dude that
No,
like
no, no, no.
came in. Okay, I'm gonna follow him closely.
Okay. He goes back downstairs and he walks immediately up to the potion that holds the black liquid, and he holds it up, waiting for you guys to come downstairs.
Yeah, I'll follow Thu'ban.
Yeah, I'm within like striking distance of him, so roughly 5 feet.
Okay. He says, "Drink this."
You drink it.
I don't want to drink it. You drink it.
I'll drink it.
Here. He hands it to Dixie.
Dixie, it could be a trap. What are you doing?
You'll protect me, right?
If anything happens to him, you die.
Just fucking watch.
I pop. Goo, 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 goo.
Dixie. As you drink this liquid, you feel heat and cold at the same time kind of start to fill your ligaments. As it does, you start to feel stronger and then weaker. As you feel weaker for a moment and then stronger. It lasts about 20 seconds of you feeling this pain. Your strength being sapped away from you until the weakness starts to fade out. You struggle more and more as you're drinking it. You start coughing and kind of convulsing. Thu'ban, you're seeing Dixie having drinking this, convulsing on the ground.
I put my sword up to the throat of like the tip of the sword up to the throat of Fergus. What's happening?
Just watch. Dixie, you start to roll around on the ground. And then suddenly the heat and the cold starts to equalize. As you stand up, you feel stronger. Somehow. In that you've gained an additional use of wild shape per day.
Shit. Oh shit. Are you all right, Dixie?
I feel good.
I lower my sword. What was that?
Says, "See? I told you. You have no problems to fear from, and we will take a 15-minute break right there."
Okay. That makes
So
sense.
we will be back at 9:35. So around 9:35. So 9:35, we'll be back. Tune back in. Keep us on. We'll be here for you. Looking forward to it. See you in a couple minutes.
Boy.
All right.
Congrats.
So we last left off. You guys are talking to Lord Fergast.
Mm-hmm. He just drunk a potion, got an extra wild shape.
And that's metagame knowledge, obviously. You don't, you just feel, excuse me. Dixie, you just feel more powerful.
Feel powerful. Thu'ban hit me.
Okay. No.
Lord Fergast, as he sees you kind of like convulsing, shaking around, he says, "Do you see?"
You haven't explained yourself. What just happened?
Power gained.
How did you make these potions?
I listened, and I took instruction from a special friend. A special friend no longer with us.
Who is this friend you speak of?
Thu'ban, you should learn the name of men you kill.
Your lackey? He taught you this?
Say his name.
His name doesn't matter anymore.
Say his name.
Say his name. I want more of these potions.
I raised the sword up to his neck.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not get too hasty here, Thu'ban. We're in good company.
You don't understand, Dixie. This was before we unfroze you. This man called us here asking for heroes and then betrayed us. He tried to
I did
have us
not betray you. Your wizard betrayed us.
He was simply asking questions.
He was asking questions that he did not need to ask.
He was no threat to you.
He was
None
a
of us were.
threat indeed. Any mage or mageling with questions that could breach beyond the veil should not be asked.
I think
And who
there's
are you?
just one big misunderstanding here. How about we start over? Hi, I'm Dixie.
Shut the fuck up.
Who are you to decide this?
Who am I? I am Lord fucking Fergast of the Frostbite. I rule these mountains as I have always ruled these mountains.
I slam my shield into his rib cage, and then I say, I took an oath of vengeance, and I plan to keep that oath. I'm taking you to the town, and I'm gonna let them to decide how to deal with you.
You can fucking try.
Can we at least learn how to make these potions?
You're gonna explain everything you've done here, with the wards, the potions, all of it.
Who do you think among those people does not understand what I have done?
None of that matters now.
You think Mayor Void doesn't understand what I've done?
Enough. I've heard enough. You're coming with a
Enough! Enough! As he takes his hands, he pulls them to the side. You see red light start to shoot among his skin as it builds around until his eyes become pure red. He starts to gain size and shape.
We could have just talked things out, Thu'ban. You didn't have to anger him.
Instantly, he gains about 3 feet. Sorry, about 2 feet. He's
You could
suddenly
have came
7 foot tall.
how foot tall? 7?
7.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 70. I was like, holy
No,
shit.
Whoa.
How does he fit in this tower?
He is the tower.
I take a couple steps back with my shield and sword raised, and I say, "You could have came with us peacefully."
Wait, we can still talk this out. But you lower your shield. You stop glowing red and shrink back down. I liked
Dixie,
you when you were
make
smaller.
a persuasion check.
11.
11. Okay. He says he's still 7 foot tall, eyes glowing, cracks of red shooting around his veins, and kind of like the location of his veins. He looks at you and he says, "What do you mean?"
Look, there's like I said, you, Thu'ban, you think he's betrayed you, but Lord Fargas, it doesn't seem like you feel that way.
It's Fergast.
Fargast, sorry, I just met you today.
Yeah,
Oh,
the dog is so cute.
look, and I think things can just work out if we just talk, Thu'ban. There's no need to enforce justice right at this moment. Let's hear Lord Fergast's side of the story.
His side of the story, he believes he's done no wrong. He tried to have us all killed. He treats his subject like trash.
Well, from what I've seen so far, you're not the golden egg either. So let's.
I'm sorry, Dixie, but there's no reasoning with people like him. He's evil.
I feel like you're the one that's not being reasonable right now.
I'm not the 7 foot tall monster. Look at him.
Like that 7 foot tall monster didn't attack us on sight.
Suddenly, you hear
Oh,
dzn, 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 dzn. From a floor above you.
What is that?
I'm not sure.
More of your lies, Fergas?
No, I'm truly not sure. Before you, Aurelius appears.
Aurelius.
Aurelius.
Huh?
Are you alright?
Yeah.
Where have you been? What happened?
I don't even know. Last thing I remember, I was reaching into a bag and
Where's
where are
Cinder?
we?
We're in the warding tower, near Frostbite. The tower we were sent to investigate. Is Cinder with you?
I haven't seen him. Like I said, I just blacked out. I don't know.
Well, it's a good thing you're here. Hey, Aurelius, I need you to help me. to calm Thu'ban down. He's a little angry right now.
I point to my sword to the big 7 foot tall creature. That's Lord Fergas, Aurelius.
He
And
looks
he's
down at
not.
you. He looks down at you, Aurelius, and he says, "Do you what? You? How did you get here?"
Well, I don't really know. Are we about to kill him?
No. No. No.
He's gonna answer for his crimes.
Thu'ban, I question, what crimes have you committed in your life? You, child, and you, teenager, what questions have you, or what crimes have you committed in your lifetime that you have to commit to? And Thu'ban,
Well,
if you are so high and mighty, are you going to smite them for their crimes?
They haven't committed the crimes you have. None of us
Oh,
have.
well,
oh,
I owe some taxes in Gritha.
tax evasion and Gritha. You've heard it here first.
I'm technically an on-the-run criminal.
I had no idea about them, to be fair.
Don't try to turn this on us.
And you,
Aurelius,
Thu'ban, you've turned from the church's teachings.
I have not stayed true this whole time.
You have?
This is your last chance. You can come with us peacefully, or I can bring vengeance now.
Oh, Thu'ban. I'll come peacefully. Only a fool would think they could take on 3 at one time.
Yeah.
Aurelius, he made this like potion that made me super strong.
You don't look that strong.
I feel strong. Go ahead, hit me.
Oh, no,
Ah.
I don't want to hit you.
And Thu'ban, I had another question. You believe in the gods, yes?
Could one of you tie him up? I hold the sword to.
I
Mm.
kind of want
neck.
to. I
As
want to
you-
hear what he has to
As
say.
you, as you ask that, he says, "What if I told you the gods were mortal? Stronger than most, but mortal."
Why would I believe anything you say?
Would you believe that there's a gelatinous cube below my castle?
I have seen this cube.
He has something of mine, actually.
I have no control over the cube. Only that it's there. But would I tell you that if I was not trustworthy?
Why would you have such a creature underneath your manor?
Why would you
Did the
have
cube tell you?
alligators? Why would you have an alligator protecting your moat?
What exactly are you protecting down there?
That I will never tell you.
We could go down there ourselves and find out.
Oh, you sure could.
There's so many cameos.
Oh, you sure could. But what do you
Enough of
want
this.
to?
Someone tie him up before I smite him here and now.
Yes, someone tie me up before I lick his insides out.
Okay.
I'm gonna bash him in the stomach one more
Oh,
time.
I've tied some.
I was on your side before that. I was gonna help you.
I'm gonna start tying him up. His hands behind his back, Fred. Not aggressively though. I'm just gonna kind of like take his hand.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. He gets tied up. He doesn't resist as you.
I feel like he'd be into that, man. It's kind of weird.
He doesn't resist as you tie him up.
Oh man.
Thu'ban, you have to repay the favor.
Yikes.
I'm gonna poke him with the sword and say it to like tell him to start heading down the stairs. We're heading to the town.
So I guess just his arms are gonna be bound behind his back.
Yeah.
He'll walk.
Hmm.
He's 7 foot tall.
He is 7 foot tall. Yeah, he walks down the stairs. It seems like he's not really putting up much of a fight. Thu'ban, as he's walking though, he says, "What do you know of your heritage?"
Why do you ask so many questions?
Why do you not answer so many questions?
He does have a point.
Not gonna play into your mind games, Fergast.
But perhaps I have answers for you. If you would just answer some of my questions.
I know my people share my birthmark, the golden scales with the purple upon their face. I know they took part in the war between Haran and Grita.
And you now hold, he points, he says, you now hold the helm from within my walls.
How do you know about this helm?
You mean beyond the fact that it was within my walls?
How'd you get a hold of it?
It was brought to me. A gift.
From whom?
From whom I shall not say.
I put the tip of my blade sharp enough to like break the skin in his back. You sure about that?
He leans forward and he says, "Oh, very paladin-like of you.
You
Very
deserve worse.
paladin of the church of you to break skin on a poor defenseless man."
That sounds about right for the church.
You're larger than me, pulsing with red magic. You are not defenseless. I'm sure you could break the
Oh, and yet I have what? A couple feet of rope around my arms, and yet you stab me in the back. How,
You-
paladin of the four?
Sometimes evil needs to be destroyed.
Oh, I'm sure you feel that way.
I answered your question, now answer mine.
Oh, the answer to your question is not so simple. The gift, who did it come from? Well, it came from many, and it came from none. It found its way to my grasp.
I need straight answers.
The straight answer is this. You have grown up, I'm sure, as many of you have, thinking that Haran was wronged. Gritha encroached among the fractal marsh. Correct?
That's how history goes.
Yes, so.
History is written by the victor. However, history is also erased by the victor.
What are you getting at?
Your people are not as dead as you think.
How do you know all of this?
I had a retainer once. He was excellent. Took care of my every whim. Until he saw a golden dragonborn with a purple birthmark.
Your retainer got what he deserved. Now tell me everything he told you.
He told me nothing beyond your death being required for his further services.
To who?
Price I would pay.
So that's why you tried to have us killed. It wasn't just because of
No.
Cinder.
Not us. Not us. Only you.
Tell me more.
No. I don't want to.
Want me to
Very
hit him?
well. I'll handle this, Aurelius. I'm a Spartan kick him as hard as I can down the stairs.
Oh yeah, he goes flying down the stairs.
You change your mind yet?
I'll never change my mind.
You know, maybe he'd be more willing if you were nice to him. I'm gonna
Everyone,
healing word him.
everyone, look. Oh, you heal word him? Okay. How much do you heal him for? Holy shit.
Sick.
You said 6?
6.
Sick.
He stands back up.
Because I think we had a little misunderstanding. He's acting a little bit rash.
Thu'ban. You could be a world walker, and yet you choose this pitiful form.
You speak in riddles. Tired of this.
And you speak in ignorance and foolishness.
What are you talking about? What is a world walker?
Surely you have seen. If you carry the helm, you must have seen.
I may have.
Answer plainly.
I have seen it. I saw the battle.
You could be as such, but you choose to remain in a helpless form, a humanoid form.
His form isn't helpless. And I like shove him
Awaken!
forward. You don't tell me what to do.
Awaken! Believe in yourself.
I have belief. I believe in the 4. That's all I need.
Then believe in yourself.
Enough of this.
Enough
I'm gonna
indeed.
poke him again.
He sticks his head down and says, "Kill me, but I'll say not more."
I would love to. That's for the people of Frostbite to decide.
The people of Frostbite are nothing.
We'll see about that.
Nothing but a sacrifice waiting to be made.
Aren't you supposed to lead those people?
Yes. And I once dreamt of leading us against the Eric's crusade. But now, they are nothing more than the fuel.
Well, my friends and I will take care of the Erics. We don't need you.
I think he's a valuable ally.
Thank you, small person.
I would rather not burn this bridge despite your feelings right now.
You don't understand.
I don't understand a word he says.
This man is evil.
Oh, evil, good. These are thrown out too lightly.
No, it fits you perfectly. How far have we made it? Like down the
You guys are like,
tower?
yeah, you guys are schmoving. You're out of the tower now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like every time he stops to talk, he turns around to face your blade to talk to you.
I just keep nudging him forward.
Fine, fine. We can continue down. Another couple. I'd say about another 30 feet. You guys make it down, back down to like the flat ground of Frostbite itself. To your left, you see, the inn, obviously, with Marivoy starting to do repairs on it. And to your right, you see the shops, the various shops.
I'm gonna take him to the church.
Okay, across the bridge into the church.
Yeah. And when we get there, I'm gonna ask for Non.
Okay. As you walk up to the church, he stands before it and he moves. He doesn't move at all in front of the large doors. As you, I assume you like knock on it or something.
Yeah, I bang on it with I put my shield up and I bang on the door.
The door opens. You see like two monks kind of opening the doors. And back about 20 feet is Non standing there with the archbishop of the church.
I'm gonna push Fergus ahead of us.
He says, "You don't have to push. I'll walk." And also, as you guys have like moved, he's gone from his 7-foot size back down to his 5-foot, like 8 size.
Okay. I bring you your lord.
And
He was the one in the tower creating concoctions.
did you find anything?
Found scrolls and books and potions of different colors.
What scrolls? What did they say?
I didn't look.
You didn't look at scrolls inside of this tower?
It's kind of preoccupied with this despicable man.
He said
Thu'ban, you don't have
he
to
said you
be a
guys are
one.
nothing to him. He said he doesn't care that you're just sacrificing.
Well, we knew that. Look at him. Look, he ran away.
He's more dangerous than you think.
Is he?
He has magic similar to what the Knolls had. I believe the Erics have tainted him too. You need to keep a close eye on him.
So you think the Erics are able to just are able to get into any of us?
I don't know.
They're able to corrupt a soul?
I look towards Lord Fergas. Answer her questions.
I do not know.
Is he lying? Can I do an insight
Roll
check?
me an insight check.
I'm gonna roll one as well.
Okay,
If
go
that's
ahead.
okay.
Yep.
Woo, not one.
Brilliant.
I'm too angry. I'm angry Bond right now. Can't tell.
17.
Hey.
Well, he does not appear to be lying. As in he doesn't, obviously insight isn't a lie detector. But he doesn't seem to be like unsure of himself. He seems very, very positively certain of what he is saying.
Would any soul that came in contact with an ear be corrupted?
I assume anything that would work with a devil would become directly affected by that devil. Why?
Just a question.
Aurelius. You you suddenly feel the intense desire to reach into your bag on your left side.
Okay. I'm gonna do it. I don't see any reason to fight it right
As you
now.
reach in, you feel kind of a slender piece of like bone.
I'll pull it out.
As you pull it out,
Get it.
you see a slender piece of bone that has an eye, a red eye in the middle of it. It looks like a boomerang, but at the exact middle portion of this boomerang is a red eye.
So it's like a whole boomerang, like
It's a complete boomerang.
just gonna hold it out there in front of my like. Where did this come from?
Lord Fergus says, "A gift from the true gods."
I'm gonna look up at the at the priest.
The priest looks at Thu'ban and says, "Shouldn't you smite him?"
The Lord Fergas, before he
I'm gonna put the thing in the bag real quick. What's going on?
his vengeance, how am I supposed to word this? Hold on. I'm getting tongue tied. The town of Frostbite deserves to bring justice upon Fergast. It would be selfish of me to do it myself.
And yet you are a paladin of the order, so it does fall to you.
If that's what the people of Frostbite wish, then I'll proudly do it. But I feel they deserve the option first.
The priest looks at Aurelius's boomerang and says, "And what of this?"
I was shoving it in my bag while Thu'ban was
Yeah.
talking to her, but I'm just gonna nervously look at Thu'ban and her back and forth.
Okay. Yeah, you were shoving it into your bag. Yeah, you're right. You're right. He says, "Well, Thu'ban of the order, do what you think is right."
I believe the people should be called together so they can make a choice. And a new lord of the town needs to be appointed.
Then do so.
It is not my choice. Who is the next in succession? Is there anyone else here you
There is
trust?
none, Thu'ban.
Then I believe it should be Non.
Everybody in the room looks at Non.
Where I come from, it was always the strongest. It's to be the which I think Marivoy is a good candidate.
He would
Everybody
be.
gone?
Yeah, did he leave or he was planning to leave, right?
He was planning on leaving.
Right. Marivoy would be a good choice, but he needs to lead somewhere else among the freemen. But Non here,
You're right. They wanted him.
right? But Non, you've been in Frostbite longer than any of us. You've proven yourself capable in combat and to take care of the people of Frostbite.
So you think that I should be in charge of Frostbite?
I believe so, unless someone else comes along that you believe can be a better suit, but I don't know of any other choices.
Are you gonna punish me if you're in charge?
She looks at you like, I will accept. But you, she points at Aurelius, says, you can never return. You have done so
Okay.
much for us, but you cannot return. You understand why?
I won't.
You understand why?
Well, in a, yes.
You handed a glass shard away. We had it.
I know.
If I were to see you again, Aurelius, I would have to kill you.
Okay.
But I view you as a most trusted and respected friend. But it's because of that, and knowing what you are capable of, that
was used,
I know.
but
It's not fair.
I understand.
Perhaps one day you can return as free and safe. And on that day, I will gladly welcome you into Frostbite's community's arms. But until then, she reaches over and grabs her mace. She says, "You cannot be welcome. Leave now, immediately. All of
Can
it."
I say bye to Mayor Boy first?
Very well. I don't
Pick up
agree.
my bag and start walking away.
I don't agree with your choices, but you're now in charge of Frostbite. I will respect your wishes, and I hope you will deal with this. And I kind of point toward my blade towards Lord Fergas.
But not too harshly.
Of course. I will deal with it as I can.
If Cinder were here, I'm sure he would have loved to investigate the tower more and read over the scrolls. I think it would be wise to send word to the Mage's Tower on your findings there. We will be heading off to Boar's Town if you need us.
You
You give her a
see,
bow.
she like her voice is kind of choking a little bit as she's talking to you guys.
I'm gonna sheath my blade and throw a glare at Fergas and then turn and follow Aurelius.
As you guys are leaving the church, you hear as it sounds like Non has brought her mace down directly onto Fergus' head.
Nice.
As you walk out of the church, you see the bright sunny day headed out before you.
I'm already waiting outside, sitting by the steps.
Who was that?
Are you referring to Non?
Yeah.
She is a cleric of the town, the only person within the Church of the Four Heroes here that I trust. She's helped us greatly while we've been here. Why do you ask?
Are there any other good fighters in this town?
Mayor Boy's a pretty good fighter, I think. Got big muscles.
But he's leaving.
Oh, but I know she said we can't visit him, but she can't see us through all those walls and doors. So
That's good thinking, Aurelius.
I think we should visit him before we go.
Normally, I'm not one for mischief, but I kind of like crack a smile. I agree with you. We must hurry.
Well, I hope you made the right decision, Thu'ban.
Since when are you one to not cause trouble?
Trouble's one thing, but potentially dooming a whole town is another.
Only.
Nothing could have been worse than Lord Fergast.
Sounds like
Besides,
he had a plan. with all these magic coming back, the creatures didn't sound like Nan had a plan.
Well, that's why I suggested she contact the Mage's Tower. I'm
And what
sure they
about the next town? What if we overthrow the ruler there and appoint someone new? The Mage's Tower can't protect everyone. Neither can the church.
well, that's what we're here for. Did we not change Frostbite for the better? Did we not save you?
Like I said, I just hope you made the right decision.
As do I. You know, Dixie, you're not as annoying as I thought you were.
You think I'm annoying?
I'm just gonna keep walking.
I didn't think you were annoying, but I kind of thought you were a little off. But you're all right. You're all right.
Like, thanks. I want to see that boomerang you pulled out later.
It was weird and squishy, and it was looking at me. But
It was squishy.
hold up, I'm gonna pull it out.
Okay. Yeah, I
How
mean,
far-
it looks like I described how.
I don't know
know
why I
what-
was waiting for you to.
Yeah.
You've already described it. I was just gonna.
Pull it out like.
So the eye is it like moving around? Is it looking
Oh
at
yeah,
me?
it's like shifting all over the place.
Poke it right in the eye.
All right. Well, I have a little bit of experience with these things. I'm gonna give him a good toss. See if he comes back like he's supposed to.
He just keeps going.
Yeah,
It's
it
a freedom!
goes out and comes right back to you.
I don't even want to know where you got that thing from.
Non, she wanted you to smite me for. And we were talking about Eric's. Are you gonna?
Aurelius, I wouldn't smite you. I would never hurt you, but
You wouldn't kill me no matter what.
I don't think you understand how dire the situation is. What you did is it's not just trouble for you and I, it's trouble for everyone. All of it is a lot.
It is also very like the church to choose when to enforce the justice.
It's more than just the church. If all the glass shards were to fall in the wrong hands, the world as we know it could be destroyed.
Well, from what I've gathered, Aurelius gave one of these glass shards away. I don't think Lord Fergus did something of that magnitude. But
Who-
one's laying on the floor right now, and
Who
one's
are the-
standing here.
Who are the Erics? What are they? Are they like gods?
They're not gods, they're something worse. They're evil. And they're ancient and they're powerful.
They're pretty much the same thing as gods, just on the other side.
And anybody, any soul that comes in contact with them, it's corrupted.
I'm not sure, Aurelius. I wish I knew all the answers. I just know from what I was taught at the church, and who knows what they're capable of, how powerful they really are.
I think if you don't lose sight of yourself, you can never be corrupted, Aurelius.
I don't think I'll be corrupted. I wouldn't kill you guys.
I'm gonna
Probably
kill
not if
you.
you were even trying to kill me. Unlike the very
You have a kind and innocent soul, Aurelius.
Thank
How far are we from the inn?
You guys are about in front of the inn now.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door for Dixie and Aurelius.
Okay, as you guys walk into the inn, you see that the inn itself. I mean, you see that a bunch of the wooden pillars that had been above are now like kind of pushing through, and the floor itself um, isn't exactly sturdy anymore. Um, the the structure seems to be pretty much giving out. Um, as Marivoy in the back is seen with a bunch of bags around him, um, grabbing, like packing stuff up.
I'm gonna look at Aurelius.
Marivoy!
He's still packing.
Marivoy! We don't have a lot of time. We have to leave. We wanted to stop and say, hey,
Marivoy, he kind of he perks up, says, "Yes, what's going on?"
we found Fergast.
You found Fergast?
Yeah. And Thu'ban and he Thu'ban
So you all
beat him
plan
up
on
almost.
leaving out from Frostbite tomorrow? Or later today?
Yeah, we have to, actually. The new leader says we have to go.
Hmm.
When do you plan to leave?
In the eve.
You're gonna travel at night?
Yes. I plan on traveling this night.
It can be dangerous. Goblins like to set up ambushes at night.
He says, well, he holds his left hand up. You see the tattoos glowing. He says, I'm not so worried about bandits and mere creatures.
Marivoid, I could tell you're a warrior. Do you have much experience with swords?
Not as much as I am with my fists, no.
Well, you plan to rule the freemen again, unite them. Every great leader needs a great weapon. I originally planned on giving it to Carthor, but he left, and at the time I didn't know what I know of you now, but you're a kind and great and powerful soul. And I think this will do well in your hands, even if you rather prefer to use your fists. And I pull out the two-handed sword,
Um,
Remorse, and I give it to him.
Still wrapped?
Yes.
He takes it in his hand and says, "What is this, Thu'ban?"
It is the weapon that we took from Lord Fergas's lackey. It was cursed, but we had it blessed. Non did. The new leader of the town that Aurelius spoke of.
A healed blade.
A healed and powerful blade. A magical blade.
It made a comeback, just like you're about to. The Freeman.
He takes it and looks at it. He kind of puts it through the back of his shirt. And he says, "I have known many people in my time since coming to Frostbite. Never." And he ushers Aurelius and Thu'ban forward. Specifically Aurelius. He's really looking at Aurelius to tell him, come to him. He says, "Never have I had such friends since I've left the Freeman."
I'm always gonna be your friend, Mayor Boy.
He says, "Aurelius, every time you've asked for my stew, I've felt something stir inside of me. A strength." All right, chill. This is
Twice.
Yo, enact your justice on this guy.
He says, "A strength built through friendship, community. You, Aurelius, you'll break free of whatever bonds hold you and become one of the greatest men in all of his life."
Thanks, Mayor Boy.
Never forget the taste of wolf stew from the Cold Hag Inn. Tastes
I couldn't if I tried.
No matter where your journeys carry you, I will be there in your memories.
I'll see you again, right?
Thu'ban, my friend. He reaches his hand out towards you.
Give him like the warriors, like.
Yeah. Says, You've done so much to bring us back towards where we used to be. I know you're not pleased with how your duel with Carthor turned out.
I'm a
But
different dragon after some drinks.
you are different than when you first came here. All of you are. I'm not sure you realize it, but I believe in you. Wherever you set foot next will be a safer place for your presence and your expertise.
I believe in you too, Mariboy. I hope next time I see you, you'll be leading your people and you've united the tribes of the freemen, carrying that blade.
You all, if you need the Freeman, he reaches out and he hands you an ivory whistle. Says, if you need us, call.
You can always count on us too, Maravoy.
Says,
Quest line completed.
and if you find yourself on Balto Isle, get a tattoo. It'll be paid for by reputation by the time you reach there.
I want a tattoo.
Now, friends, leave, as I intend to also be on my way.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got to go. We might get in trouble if we get caught here.
Very well.
Bye, Maravoy.
Oh, by the way, Maravoy, one last thing. The blade, it's called Remorse. But like you said, it was healed. I think it needs a new name, especially in your hands. Tell me about it next time I see you.
Remorse. I'll plan. I'll see you in a couple months. Of that, I'm sure.
You give him a nod and follow after Aurelius.
Goodbye, my friends. You have been the most excellent patrons.
Bye,
I'll never
Maravoy.
forget your faces, your mannerisms, your dreams.
Or bless you, Maravoy.
May the Four guide you all in your quest. And Dixie,
Yes?
you'll find what it means to be a hero. Of that, I'm sure.
Why'd you say that?
I'm not sure about that one.
That's probably like sneaking off to the side, trying to like shovel some stew into my.
Okay. As you guys are walking out of... Oh, go ahead, Kyle.
Yeah, sure. You can finish that sentence if you want. I mean,
Oh, sorry.
as we're getting out.
Yeah, I thought you were saying something.
I'm going to add on to that.
Okay. As you
Be
guys
different.
walk out, you see, basically the far side of Frostbite kind of plain, as the winter has left it, and there are flowers and grass and all that kind of stuff kind of starting to pop to the surface. As you look around, you see children and the various citizens kind of running around playing among each other. A very different tone and feeling from when you had first arrived to Frostbite.
As I get outside, I'm going to turn around and kind of give like a concerned look to Dixie and Thu'ban. What happened to Cinder? How'd you see him last?
He went after you. We thought you would know.
What was it? I'm scared that it was the same. Whatever happened to uh,
Miro and Willow.
Nero.
Oh my.
God. I had a brain fart. All right.
It's cool. It's been a minute.
The same thing that happened to Miro and Willow.
Well, I'm not 100% sure, but the Pixie Queen did tell us that wherever you and Cinder were teleported, it may be Town. I mean, you're here now, but still no sign of Cinder, so that's still our best lead.
Okay. I don't like this. There's
I don't like it either.
But
But,
if we can find them, we gotta try, right?
of course, Dixie and I never stop looking for either of you two.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, there was that one time when we stopped at the tower instead of going to Boartown. But besides that,
Everything worked out. Everything happens for a reason. So, question, is Town in the direction of where we originally planned to go, which is like
I hope it's south somewhere.
Yeah. Is it in the
It is
direction of
south.
oh, I go to Boartown every time I talk to Thu'ban.
No, Boartown is like southeast of where you guys are at. So you guys are basically like pretty much north, almost as northwest as you could go.
Yeah.
The far west being Tov or Tove. So southeast of where you guys would be is like through the mountains would be towards Boartown.
What country does it lie in?
It's still in Jakiv.
Okay.
But within Boartown is so you guys will be going to the Frozen Plains, which has the Lancers. The Lancers are basically my world's version of the Riders of Rohirrim. The Rohan, basically.
Why do we always go to places?
It's not, well, it's not exactly cold anymore, but
Still pretty far north.
yeah, it is still not super far south or southeast. It is still relatively north.
All right. Well, I mean, if there's nothing else to do, we're gonna get out of the town like we were commanded to.
Okay.
Is Lou with me? Do I see him flying around?
Lou is with you.
Okay.
And as you're going, you see Lou kind of flying above head around you. Thu'ban. As Thu'ban, as you're kind of going, you hear voices. You're doing the right thing. 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 Continue. 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 Lead on. Lead on. Lead on. You're struggling. Struggling. We know. We know. We know.
Do you all hear that?
Huh?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
We're here. We're here. We're here. Thu'ban. The four. The four. The four. The four. We believe. We believe. We believe in you. In you. In you. In your goal. In your goal. In your goal. In your goal. In your friends. In your friends. In your friends. Your friends. Those with you and not present. And not present. Will play their part. Their part. Their part. Their part. You have limited time. Limited time. Limited time. Limited time. You'll find your way. Your way. And it stops.
We're on the right track.
Well, this is the only road, right? Hasn't even diverged yet. Hope we are.
I'm not just talking about the road, Aurelius. I mean with everything. We're doing the right thing. Even if you don't believe it, Dixie. And I kind of like give you a little nudge.
You can keep telling yourself that.
It wasn't me that told myself that.
Uh-huh. I didn't hear anyone else say anything. Aurelius?
Keep walking.
Okay.
Got his problems.
As you guys keep walking, you hear in the distance a
Lou,
Did
do
Thu'ban
you see
fall
anything?
asleep?
And as you hear this intimidating presence in the distance, we'll end our session there.
Damn it.
So, yeah, we'll end our session there. To the audience members, to the people watching, to the people who will be watching this after the fact, seriously, we thank you so much for coming each week to listen to us play D&D. We thank you so much for any type of support that you give us. Just a bunch of friends playing D&D together. We know it's not always perfect. It's not always the best rules or anything like that. But we genuinely appreciate you guys coming out and just enjoying the story with us. There's nothing greater than seeing one viewer, or two views on our videos or anything like that. For the people that are watching this after the fact or during or whatever. So we genuinely thank you so much for the support that you guys give us. Like we said at the beginning, we have these weird one shirts and sweaters and whatnot that Cliff's girlfriend has created for us. If you are interested in them, please DM us on our Twitter or our Instagram, and or email us, and we are more than willing to try to figure out how to get you guys some of this merch. With that, check out the videos that we already have, and if you've been just watching Vizlot, we have some Wardens of Westray, which is a campaign set in a homebrew kind of United States of America type thing, which is superhero based, and a different tabletop role playing game system that you guys should check out. And if you're just coming over from that campaign, if you've just found us from the Warden's campaign and you're finding us on Vizalot, go check out the YouTube channel that we have that has all of our videos from Vizalot. Like I said, we're so thankful. We're so thankful for you guys. Do you have anything to say?
Thank you, and I love
Rock on, Fly Kid.
Thanks for joining us, guys. It's always fun to play some D&D or Wardens. Hope you guys enjoyed. I had fun.
With that, we love you guys. Stay safe. Stay healthy. We'll see you next time. All right, we are not. Little early, but whatever.
No, it kind of worked out good because Aurora needs to